Coach.
Okay, got the victory today. Obviously, it was a little sloppy. You know, what really stands out to me is the 5 turnovers, which is very uncharacteristic. I can't remember the last time we had 5 turnovers. A critical penalty down there in the red zone and +5 going in was also uncharacteristics. And if you take the turnovers away, I think we'd be feeling really good and could have put the game away early. Our defense played well again. You know, I think just doing a super job, you know, on that end. And then on a side note, Darius James got a good report. I think he's back. Everything is fine. That was a scary deal. Anytime it's a neck injury and one of your players gets carted off the field, that's a very scary deal. So that's real positive. You know, guys will enjoy this tonight, and then we'll get ready for SEC play next week on the road at Missouri. Questions?
Anything you put your finger on with the fumbles, especially?
Yeah, that I mean, we're going to have to look at it. Obviously, that was an issue, and that's uncharacteristic, and it's kind of snowballed on us, you know. And I think 3 of those were in the red zone, and you know, that's a tough pill to swallow there. We got to correct that.
Gus, were you surprised by how difficult it was to run the football today?
You know, we got to run the football better. I mean, you know, you look at it and it's 43 rushes and 146 yards. We got to run the football better, and you know, so we've got to solve that one. You know, looking at, you know, the passing, you know, Jarrett was 32 for 37. That's about as efficient as it gets. So that was on a positive, and I know the one interception, it was a bang deal right there on that. But I thought he did a solid job. But really, what stands out to me is we got to run the football better.
With that said, Gus, why again another week in a row, no Cam Martin, no Malik Miller?
Yeah, you know, Cam Petway, obviously, you know, we feel like he's one of the best in our league. And the way the game unfolds sometimes, you know, it's a close game. And so I think the offensive coaches wanted Petway in the game, and I think the score dictated a lot of that.
It seemed like you were less active on the headset and on the sideline this week compared to last week. Was that a change?
Yeah, I mean, you must be watching me pretty close. I mean, I was, yeah, I mean.
Were you deferring everything to Chip at that point and to Herb? Or?
Well, Chip's our offensive coordinator. And, you know, we talked about, you know, Chip going up in the booth and Herb coming down. And, you know, I thought the communication part, and I thought it was pretty good, you know, and I think both of them felt comfortable. I mean, obviously, you know, that doesn't have anything to do with the 5 turnovers. That's really what we've got to solve. Offensively, had quite a few yards, but we got to solve the turnovers.
When you hired Chip, you said you were going to retire the clipboard. You hadn't done that until this week. Is this now?
Well, you know, really, the clipboard that I've carried my whole college career, I retired it. What I did the first 2 weeks, I had kind of a makeshift deal that had some offensive information, some defensive information, and some kicking game information. So what I did today is I condensed it and I kind of folded up in a 3-fold, and I just kind of put it in my back pocket.
Guess you moved Austin after Darius's injury. You moved Austin to right tackle and put Casey in at center. How did you feel like that worked?
Yeah, you know, we talked about our offensive line. We had some depth, and today it was good to have a Casey Dunn come in there and a veteran guy at center. And you know, Austin's played some tackle. I mean, he played left tackle some last year, but you know, his ability to play right tackle too. And so we talked about the depth, and we needed it today.
Clearly, though, there's a difference between an emergency situation like that and getting a guy maybe ready to play over a week. Is that something you can maybe look at next?
Yeah, you know, Herb and Chip. I mean, they'll talk through you know, what's best as far as the lineup and all that. You know, going into each game, you have a plan. If this guy gets hurt, if that guy gets hurt, and then when you have a full week to evaluate everything, you know, sometimes that turns out just a little bit different. I mean, you know, they'll have to watch the film and just get the best plan and the best personnel, you know, for next week at Missouri.
How close were you to making a change to the starting offensive line for this game?
You know, we evaluate everything, like I said, and we let it play out in practice. And you know, that was the lineup that the coaches felt was give us the best chance of being successful.
As you said on Tiger Talk, you wanted to come out of this game with some confidence.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you come out with more?
Well, yeah. Here's how I feel. I feel like we moved the football and did some good things. But when you look at, I mean, I don't know the last time we had a quarterback 32 for 37. You know, but that's a positive sign. But the underlying thing that's really carrying with me is the 5 turnovers. And I'm the head coach. We got to solve that, and it starts with me. I've got to solve that, and we're going to get hard hard on that. It is uncharacteristic, but if you put that aside, there's some things that you can carry on to conference play.
You said the interception was a bang-bang play. Would you like to see Nate Craig sort of go for that ball a little bit harder?
I'll have to look at it on film. I mean, it was close. It was one of those close ones. I'll have to really look at it and all that.
The Wildcat, something you're working on with the Wildcat. Seemed like that worked down the red zone pretty well for you today.
Yeah, it did. He bounced that one for a touchdown, and then, of course, I think, he made about 4 guys miss on the other. I mean, that last one just kind of willed itself in, and just a new little wrinkle that, Chip's done in the past.
Talk about the kicking game today.
Yeah, I thought our kicking game, our kickoffs were good. Obviously, that was uncharacteristic, missing the short field goal. Our punter, we just got to get a little more production. We got to flip the field, and so we'll take a hard look at that.
You had a turnover too, right? Had a turnover on the punt.
Yeah, that was. I think we ran into the kicker, got a 5-yard penalty, and we fumbled the punt. And Ryan hadn't had a whole lot of opportunities, but he's a receiver. We just got to hold on the ball, and we'll be doing some ball security drills on top of what we've been doing. Anything else?
All right, Coach.
Thank you all.